The winner is Midshipman Ashley Ladner. The Navy Military Prize, known as the John Palmer Royal Navy Prize, is awarded tonight to Midshipman Jan Wiltshire.
So all I've done is multiply this equation by WX and integrate it from A to B. Okay? Nothing else.
The third year Science Board of Studies prize this year goes to Officer Cadet Cheryl Perry. The Army Military Training Award, donated by the National Bank, is presented tonight to the Squadron Cadet Lieutenant of Echo Squadron, Officer Cadet Ben Butson.
You can see that both ends are open, so the water can just flush straight through. Now, if somebody wants to grab one of the weights out of that wooden box, now while somebody's doing that...
It is perhaps appropriate that a midshipman should win the Oceanography Prize, and this year it is awarded to Midshipman John Stavridis.
The 463 and 467th RAF Lancaster Squadron Association Trophy for the Champion Sporting Squadron of 1990 has been won by Alpha Squadron.
Right well! There goes, squadron! By the right! Change direction right! Right well! Squadron! By the right! Change direction right! Right! Well! Open order! March! Parade appointments! Take post! March on the exit! Aye, aye, sir!
Director of the University College and University of New South Wales. the Australian Defence Force Academy, Air Vice Marshal R. J.
General salute! Present! Up!
Chief of the Defence Force, General James C.
General salute! Present! Up!
Personnel, the Honourable G. Filney, representing the Prime Minister of Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency the Honourable Bill Hayden, Governor-General of the Commonwealth of Australia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defence Force.
Royal salute! Present! Up! Shoulder! Up! The Corps of Officer Cadets will advance in review order. Fire by the centre. Way! Royal salute! Present! Up! Shoulder! Up! Reform!
Attention party! Time! Attention party! Halt!
Graduating year! Oh! The graduating year will advance in 1, 2,
Ladies and gentlemen, the Commandant of the Australian Air Force Academy.
Today's graduating class of 202, with their predecessors, brings our total number of graduates to 852. This number itself represents a very significant measure of the contribution the Defence Academy has made to the Australian Defence Force since our beginning a bare 5 years ago. However, the Academy's contribution to the ADF goes far beyond this simple expression of numbers, and perhaps at this 5-year point it is useful to look for a moment at the reasons for our creation and at our charter and at what our graduates represent in those terms. Our charter requires that we provide a liberal university education within a military environment. How successful we have been in creating that military environment, you yourselves can judge, at least in part, by how the members of the Corps of Officer Cadets are acquitting themselves on today's parade. I'm confident you will not have been disappointed. Turning to the requirement that we provide a liberal university education, it is my belief that one of the greatest advantages of this institution over its single service predecessors is the broad range of academic options that the University College can now offer the military officer cadet in the academic disciplines of arts, science and engineering. The 12 academic departments, by virtue of economy of scale, now provide a far greater range of subjects in humanities, social sciences and engineering, liberal not only in nature but also in extent. The military imperative for creating a tri-service academy was to give our aspiring officers tri-service experience at the earliest stage of their careers. Today's graduating class by service numbers 63 Navy, 65 Army and 74 Air Force. Throughout their stay at the Academy, each such class intermingles with 4 other similar classes that come and go as their seniors and juniors during their 3 years here. In all, this represents exposure to some 800 potential graduates. Their interrelationships vary from close and enduring friendship, developed from shared experiences in academic or military studies or on the sporting field, to casual and passing acquaintance. But one of the most rewarding aspects to those of us who are privileged to serve at the Academy is observing the way that cadet cooperation and friendship readily crosses inter-service boundaries and bears no relationship with single service identity. As a result, as these young men and women are promoted through the ranks of their respective services, I'm confident that unprecedented levels of tri-service cooperation, understanding and effectiveness will follow. Our graduates leave us today to follow careers in the Defence Forces of Australia, New Zealand and Thailand. A few will return here next year to complete a 4th year of study. All have proven that they are capable of the highest standards of academic, military and physical achievement. They are articulate, confident and capable. Perhaps above all, they are resilient. They have proven their ability to meet the challenge of transition from civilian to military life and of tertiary education. I congratulate you all on this achievement and I wish you every success in your future careers. To the academic and military staff who have participated in this process, I offer my sincere thanks for a job well done. I particularly thank 3 people for whom today will be their last graduation. Warrant Officer Fenwick, the Academy Sergeant Major, who is directly responsible for the presentation of today's parade. Captain Bob Letts, the Director of Military Education and Training and Commanding Officer of the Corps of Officer Cadets, who leaves us on promotion and posting. And last, but certainly not least, Professor Jeffrey Wilson, our Rector, who after 20 years involvement with military education at Duntroon and now here, will be leaving early in the new year. And now, before inviting His Excellency to present the Commander-in-Chief's Medal to the outstanding graduate of 1990, I first invite the Chief of Defence Force, General Gratian, to present his awards for distinguished performance to the best graduates from Navy, Army and Air Force.
The Chief of Defence Force prizes are awarded to the graduate from each service for the most outstanding performance in military and academic subjects over the 3 years. The Chief of Defence Force Navy Prize is awarded to Midshipman Duncan Watts. Hailing from Brisbane, Duncan has proven to be an exceptional cadet. Not only is he an avid member of the Mountaineering Club, plus an all-round sportsman, he has completed double major physics with outstanding results. He has received academic accommodations in his first 2 years of the Academy and received an Academy accommodation in his final year. Duncan will join the Advanced Student Squadron in 1991 to complete his Bachelor of Science degree with honours in physics. The Chief of Defence Force Army Prize is awarded to Officer Cadet Matthew Rogerson. From the Garden City of Toowoomba in Queensland, Matthew, the Squadron Cadet Captain of Commandant's Squadron, Alba Squadron, completed this most successful year through the exemplary standards of his academic and military pursuits. After Royal Military College Duntroon and his honours year back at the Academy, he hopes to pursue a career in the intelligence sector. Chief of Defence Force Air Force Prize is awarded to Officer Cadet Cheryl Perry. In Queensland, Cheryl has successfully completed a Bachelor of Science degree majoring in computer science. During her time at the Academy, she has strived to lead to excel, as evidenced by her outstanding academic and military marks and her exemplary display of officer qualities. During 1991, Cheryl has been the Academy Cadet Lieutenant Coordination and has been a force within the Netball Club. She was posted to Log Command in Melbourne in 1991. The Commander-in-Chief's Medal is awarded to the most outstanding officer cadet in the fields of military and academic achievement, personal example, and performance of duty during the officer cadet's time at the Defence Academy. The Commander-in-Chief's Medal is awarded to Officer Cadet Cheryl Perry.
It is a pleasure for me to be back at the Australian Defence Force Academy today for another graduation parade. Once again, the first thing I must do is to congratulate all of you on the quality of your drill and turnout. For 21 months I've been reviewing parades as Governor General. I've come to expect the high standard among our officer cadets, and today's parade is certainly no exception. For those graduating today, there is of course a special word of congratulations. Today's parade and the degree ceremony completes your years of study at the Academy. From here you'll be going on to further military training before receiving your commissions as officers in the Defence Force. It is a special day for you, and for your families and for your friends. One, as I observed last year, that marks a period of transition as you enter a world of new responsibilities, and a world too that for civilians, no less than servicemen and women, seems burdened with new uncertainties. A year ago, we were witnessing the first act of those dramatic events that, as they unfolded, have transformed Eastern Europe, the Soviet Union, and the nature of the political and power relationship between East and West, beyond anything we could have supposed in so short a time. And last month in Paris, the 22 member states of NATO and the Warsaw Pact signed the historic Treaty on Conventional Arms Reduction, an occasion that, in the view of most commentators, marked the end of the Cold War. Certainly the tensions between the superpowers have eased considerably, and we see a remarkable degree of cooperation between them on a range of issues. None of us could do other than welcome these developments. Yet there were those who, at least in the early days, got rather carried away by the euphoria of events. I recall reading any number of articles in which we were assured that peace was breaking out all over the place. It may have been my sceptical nature, but my own response was a rather more cautious one. Last June, at a graduation parade at Royal Military College, Duntroon, I remarked on the general mood of world optimism, but I went on to warn that the very easing of superpower tensions could make world affairs more unpredictable and increase the risk of regional conflict and instability. It gives me no pleasure to say that only a few weeks later the crisis in the Persian Gulf took the world by surprise, a crisis that the nations are still working through. And a crisis too in which some of you here today may become directly involved as members of the Defence Force. I understand that one of last year's graduates, in fact, who received the University Medal in History, is presently on his way to the Gulf on board of one of the Royal Australian Navy ships. The point I make to you today is simply this. We're entering into what has been called a new world order, hopefully a more peaceful, cooperative and benign world order. But the vagaries of human affairs are such that the skills, both military and intellectual, that you are developing will be a necessary part of the national interest as far into the future as I can perceive. It would be folly to do other than maintain our defence preparedness and reasonable ability to act against any contingency. Of course, we all desire peace, but good intentions and an appeal to the higher instincts of humankind are rarely, regrettably, enough. But the time to relax one's guard, to beat the swords into ploughshares, whenever that time may be, it's not here yet. Hopefulness that we are moving towards a fairer and more collaborative world, yes. But hopefulness tempered by caution and an awareness of the uncertainties and dangers with which this life abounds. I shouldn't like to leave you with too bleak a view of human nature. A sense of honour, a sense of justice, a sense of decency also beat strongly. The government has made it clear that these are among the reasons why this country is participating with other nations in the Gulf, together with a sense of enlightened national and global self-interest for which there is no need to apologise. So too with you men and women graduating today. Your training and your studies have equipped you to be capable members of the Australian Defence Force, prepared to bear arms and to act in the nation's interest should it be required. I should also like to think that when you leave here, you will be to take your places as decent, honourable and enlightened members of the society of which you are part. It's a society that will need all the intellectual and analytical skills that you have obtained at this academy. A society that will demand resourcefulness, flexibility and capacity for fair and open-mindedness. The forces of economic, political, social and historical change that have shaped the contemporary world go on. They will continue to shape the world into which you graduate, and as officers require your constant understanding. So that while I congratulate all of you on your achievements today, let me repeat what I have said on similar occasions. Today's graduation should be seen not as the fulfilment of an ambition, but rather as its beginning. It's an honourable profession that you enter. I know that you will honour it. Thank you.
Be graduated yet? We'll move to the left in 5. Left! Cut! The graduating year will march past for the last time. In slow and in quick time.
Call to the graduating year. Present. Out.
The graduating year. By the right. Slow. of the ensign.
Aye, sir!
The graduating guard to the ensign. Please stand. March.
Penton party, by the centre! Quick! March! Right! Turn! Left wheel! Left wheel!
The graduating guard. Return. March. The graduating guard to your duty. Fall out.
Luis Pedro Lopes Batista. Tasha Ann Fox. Christine Katie Newman-Nura. Benjamin Jean Butler. Peter Anthony Cantor. Robert Charles Carpenter. Cheryl Annette Perry. Anthony John Howell.